what we think in generally, we are using Fedora or Red Hat or any other operating system. So generally people think that any Linux based operating system is all about command, but it's not, right? It's not about that. So we can use, or we can configure or any Linux based operating system from using GUI as well. Okay, so almost everything we can do with GUI. For example, it's a very basic thing for everyone, but still I'm showing you. This is my Fedora machine. I forget the password. Yes, this is my Fedora machine, and it's purely like your Windows system. All right, so if I'm going to activity, okay, sorry, if I'm going to activities, I'll find all those things. If I want to search it, just a browser or anything, I can just check here. So this is my computer, okay, where I have almost everything, right? Download, desktop, and many more things. So all basic things are there. You can generally not right click to create files and folder in desktop, because it's also not a very much a standard practice. Okay, so let's say you want to use Firefox, calculator. Everything is very much similar to your Windows or Mac. Okay, so I'm opening this Firefox, and I'm having number of things. Okay, so simply what I want to do is I want to use my Linux system in a different way. I want to use like a graphical or command line or anything. So simply but in general, the preferable use by Linux user is command line. Okay, so that means whatever way we are using, we'll be using command line things in a preferred way. I'm not saying this is the only way, but in general we can use about it. Okay, so let me close that. I think I need to increase more RAM. Okay, so it's okay. Now closing all tabs. What is this? Fine. So but we have to use Linux in a preferable command line way. So that means when you install your Fedora or any of the operating system Linux based, we have three way of accessing operating system. Okay, the first one is GUI, that is from there. The second one is CLI, and third is emergency mode. Okay, by using emergency mode also, we can always access operating system. Okay, so we know all the basic things from Linux background. It is very similar to others, but as of now, because it is not exactly closing my browser, so what I'll do is try to reclose it. Okay, if it is not, then I can open terminal. Fine. So probably I need to give more and more resources just to test it. Fine. So this is my terminal. If it is not closing actually, so what I can do is I'm just killing all the process of Firefox. Okay, it got killed. So generally we use this terminal as a device to run any basic commands. Okay, so the first thing in the next we are going to talk about some commands. Let's say if I want to check the date and time, then date is the command. If I want to check calendar, I can use cal. Okay, or anything, maybe a calendar of entire 2020 month. Okay, so simply Linux is more about command line, but before command line we have to understand what exactly command is, right? Because until unless we don't understand what exactly command is, so we won't be able to manage things accordingly, right? So let me tell you what is command, okay? Because we need to create our own commands in near future. So for example, if this is my OS, my operating system is having, for example, Firefox pre-installed, for example, Notepad pre-installed, or any text editor, or some other applications. So if as a normal user I need to access or start any of the software, the way we did as of now is we are using our graphical user. That means we are using either keyboard or mouse, then we are just doing click, okay? And once we do click, you know what magic happens. If you click on this icon, it's like, wow, the Firefox is opening now. It opened. When I click on Notepad, it opened. But can you imagine the mouse that you are using is having only 300 to 1000 rupees price in the market, and it is having that much power that if you are clicking on Firefox icon or maybe your editor icon, and it is running your code. So exactly, that means mouse or keyboards are not opening this application. What is happening? So every application, let's say I'm taking the example of Firefox because it's very easy for everyone. So we got the icon of Firefox in our search window or in desktop anywhere, and as a user we use our mouse to click it, okay? So what happened in the background, this Firefox is having their code, and that code is already installed in your operating system. When you install Firefox for the first time, your code is there in OS. So once you click it on the icon, this icon is having a link to that code, and it is actually executing that code, okay? Whatever it is, the benefit of user is it doesn't matter the code is written in C language or in Java or in Python. You just have to click on the icon and the code will be automatically executed by OS, okay? But what if I don't want to click? So Linux or other operating system also offering a type based mechanism. So you can type the name of file. For example, the Firefox code is stored in firefox.exe file for in case of Windows, right? So what you can do, you can type the name of Firefox, and this typing is also going to execute the same thing, okay? So my point is, when you say you are using command line, there is nothing like that. So there is nothing like command. Everything that we have to focus from today is I am a user and I can start any of my application that is present in my OS by using click or by using type. If I'm clicking it, also this code is running, right? This code is executing in the backend, or even if I'm typing, this code is running. That means, so as a learner you have to focus here. What is that? Okay, it's a code written in some programming language, or it's a script. So if you click by mouse, we are saying we are using operating system as a GUI. But if you are typing it, we are saying we are giving some commands, right? Command means yes, we are giving some command to execute that one. You can check the same. For example, if I am in my Fedora machine, okay, the way I accessed my browser was I clicked here. I never know, right, what is happening in the background. So I click and magically it opened. Similarly, this is my terminal. Okay, terminal, everybody understand, right? Terminal is just like a CMD in Windows. So if I type Firefox here like this, right? I'm typing Firefox. When I'm hitting it, it is going to do the same. So it will connect to that program and it is opening my Firefox. See? But simply, you never have to worry about where exactly the code is there. So if I just interrupt it by Control C, it is going to automatically stop. So I want to make you understand that typing things here or clicking by your mouse is all same. Okay, now it's up to you. You want to just click or type. Okay, and the more bigger level reality is, that is something different. Okay, so what is the different reality is? That means if you talk about this operating system has this front phase, that is application, and then we have here intermediate process, and in the bottom we have kernel. Okay, so when as a user you give an instruction by either mouse or by type, anyway, okay, this instruction is received by operating system top layer, that is application management layer. Okay, and with the help of inter-process communication, that is IPC, this instruction you given by mouse or by type, just pass it to the kernel. Kernel is validating your request, that do we have such amount of RAM or CPU or storage or many more things to process your request. Okay, when this green signal given back to application layer, again by inter-process communication, so this application is going to launch that product for you. Okay, so as a first assignment, this is not kind of judging assignment for everyone, but whosoever are interested, you can spend whole day or whole night before tomorrow session. Okay, you can just configure or tune your kernel not to listen any instruction for Firefox. Okay, that means I am clicking on Firefox icon or I'm typing it by terminal, it is going to the kernel and kernel is processing that request. But what I want is just disable instruction for Firefox only. Okay, instruction for Firefox only. So that means the software is installed, the product is there, I'm able to run Notepad in any other program, but I want to disable the instruction listening of Firefox to the kernel. Okay, that means kernel thinks, okay, ignore it. Alright, this is not a one-day assignment. I'm telling you, the assignment you will get, maybe you won't find answer on Google also. So you have to think, you have to work really hard, then you will be able to do that. Anyway, going back to that, so if I'm going here again, okay, so if I want to know where is the code of Firefox or the script of Firefox is stored, either I am typing like this or I'm clicking by mouse. Okay, the code must be stored somewhere. Okay, so in Linux the code is stored in any of the place, and that place you can get from which command in Linux. So which and Firefox. If you see, the code of Firefox or the script of Firefox is stored under USR, bin and Firefox. Yes, we'll be talking more about this path, but let me show you. If I go to my computer, that was my computer, and if I click on other locations, here I get computer, right? And I'm clicking on this computer, I got this USR, right? USR. If I'm clicking on bin, I'm on bin. And now in this location, there are a number of applications that is there. They can be in binary or normal format. I'm searching for Firefox. See, it's a Firefox. If I open that code, right, see, this is the code. It's a kind of shell script that is calling the original Firefox code. So when you click or you type, when you click Firefox, when you type for or you click it, this program is going to execute. Alright, that means overall this program is running. So even if I want to run Firefox, I can simply use that method, usr bin Firefox. I can give it the entire path of the file. So if I hit enter, it is also going to open that software or program for me. Okay, now I'm going there in terminal. So I'm going there, and it's so opening graphical program is a big deal here, right? So I'm here and I'm going to hit it Control C. Okay, so my idea is, now there are some new implementation. When I know as a user that in every condition, as a user, either I am just clicking by mouse or maybe typing by keyboard, the operating system is going to execute that code, and code is written in a file. Okay, so why I cannot change this file? If I can change this file, so now if you click or you type, that code will be affected. For example, this is an idea for you to create a virus in Linux. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to first log in by root user, because let me check the password of root, right? So I don't know the password of root, and I'm trying to log in with the root account, and the reason is very simple, because if you want to change in code of applications, you have to simply log in with root power. Okay, so this is my again home page. So I'm just logging out. Okay, otherwise I can switch to that user. So it is going to take time. I need to increase resources much. Okay, so hopefully it will be just logging out very soon. Yes or no? I think okay, what I'm doing is, Today, just to show you, I am just changing from command line. So simply I am just logging in the root account by terminal. Okay, so because of the slow system it is not happening, so I'm switching to root user by using sudo -i command, and I'm typing my own password. Is it log out now?